out here. But
Alright.
I know that BIM did win a fighter ditto, I know, with Mix earlier today. So
Yeah, great stuff to BIM.
yeah, probably feeling themselves with this character today, and I don't blame them.
Yeah, BIM's neutral looking very good right now. But Zyvon going in, using the great smash punch to get out of the corner. One of the best reversals in the game.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Smash punch, I think, like, people talk about like Hadoken and like Vulcan Jab, but Smash punch is the button you really need to worry about in this matchup.
Yeah, I feel like it's that button in a lot of matchups. Like, it's kind of underrated for sure. Like, Hadoken's got the shield pushback, but that, like, Smash punch is like what frame 6?
Yeah,
and it's pretty big.
Beats bomb.
It's like pretty big, not particularly unsafe. Like, I can't dash it out of shield, and that's frame 5.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know why they decided to give you like a massive disjoint.
Yeah, and then like it puts you in a situation where you can get frame trapped with a Hadoken afterwards. So like,
whatever KF2 did, it's clear you're not very good at. Well,
they did not play test it.
Yeah. They did lunge play testing. Wow, great slide kick from BIM.
Yeah, amazing stuff from BIM in this game, number 1 for sure. But yeah, nobody is gonna look at like Magalore or Water and tell me, yeah, we play tested that. Like that's false. Or you didn't.
No one's gonna look at Ninja's damage and be like, wow. Yep.
No one's gonna look at Blossom Storm and be like, yeah, we did not have the intern make that move.
Yeah. People were mentioning when Sakurai said that he tested characters with playtesting at lunch, and someone was like, who's the Ganondorf who's been giving Sakurai this business for the past 1.5 years?
Right.
And I'm just curious, like, I'm curious how the playtesting in this game went. Like,
who's the staff on lunch break? Who's the staff player?
Who's like, like all the moves were originally frame 7, and it's like, nope, we're making all these moves. We're doubling all these moves.
Like, what happened to staff? Like,
yeah. I can't imagine. I imagine staff was like top tier originally in like the first build of the game.
Ruby secret KF2 dev.
Yeah, actually, the going to Factory Tour, a stage really good for Parasol. I think Fighter does very well here too.
Yeah, this is definitely Parasol's best stage, just as a character. But this is also BIM's best stage as a person. They will take you to Factory any chance they get if you don't ban it. They will play entire first to 10s, entire friendly sessions on the stage. It was the only thing they will pick. And I think it's pretty good for their character as well.
Wow, BIM's doing amazing here.
Yeah, BIM is like kind of popping off at the moment.
This is crazy. A player that like an often overlooked player that is proving to be a threat at the top level.
Yeah, exactly. Like the thing is, BIM's results are kind of like a sine wave. Like they have some weeks where they do really well. They did really well just in the beginning of this game in general. But recently they've been like kind of not doing as well. But
this is gonna be BIM's highest placing if he makes it.
No, they did get 4th at one of the early tournaments, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And a couple of 5ths. But it's definitely going to be like their best placement in at least a month. And this win would be very good as well.
Yeah, especially for who could prove well for PR.
Yeah, for sure. Because BIM's one of those players that's like in the borderline area where like they could maybe make it with another good performance. Players in that region include, like BIM, Zyvon herself, people like you, even Colgate.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't really play this game that much anymore, but I gotta grind my hammer. Wow, great double kick to call out the dash beat.
Yeah, that was amazing right there. That move has a very thin hitbox. Like you have to be correct in the y-axis with where you aim it. But also like vertically it's pretty thin, but it's so long. Like it's so big,
I cannot believe that they gave a character that I cannot believe that a character who fights with their fists has bigger disjoints than a character who fights with a sword.
Characters that fight with swords, characters that fight with hammers, characters that fight, or a character that fights with a whip, all get outranged by Jump 5B from Fighter. So.
Yeah, for sure.
And also that move combos into Hadoken if you land with it. Like what?
Yeah. One curse thing to imagine is how freakishly long fighters' legs must be. Anyway,
well, I'm not sleeping tonight.
BIM doing very well here. Air-to-airing Parasol, doing exactly what you should be doing, like getting into that. Oh wow, lagging a little bit for me.
Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, this is not just me. That was an interesting ceiling bounce. I feel like you can probably get like an air puff reset off that, maybe?
That might have been lag on their side, too.
Yeah, I feel like the players were definitely experiencing the lag on that one.
Yeah.
So they just kind of stopped for a little bit. But we're back, it looks like. So.
Yeah, and then, yeah,
Slight
great
advantage,
shield
man.
pressure from Zyvon here.
Yeah, for sure. Parasol jab is one of the best shield pressure moves in the game, along with things like walk the dog,
Apple.
walk the dog, apple, yeah, like water dashing at you.
Yeah, bomb set. There's a lot of broken offensive options, like shield pressure in this game.
Yeah, I feel like they did a pretty good job of balancing that, honestly, because shield's a pretty strong option, but some moves just like get to beat it.
Yeah,
so.
mechanically, this game has a very interesting, unique flavor to it. Great stuff.
Yeah, that was a really good landing jump dash attack to call out the Hadouken. Like, that was some Street Fighter stuff right there. That was some good stuff from
Zyvon. Really seeing the traditional fighting game pressure coming out from Zyvon.
Yeah, for sure. This matchup actually like reminds me of something like Cammy versus Ryu in Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Like, it's the exact same thing, because anytime Parasol gets in, fighter's not going to have a great time. But also he's got like the couple of anti-airs, the fireball, better frame data up close. So it's kind of difficult to be in that situation in the first place.
One thing that I just considered while we're talking about like this game compared to other fighting games is like how cracked of a grappler Wrestler is. Like, because Wrestler gets all the damage of like a character like Zangief or Hugo, but Wrestler also gets to be like incredibly fast.
Yeah, that's what you get when you have a game with universal movement stats,
Yeah.
Except DDD and Water, but...
Yeah, except DDD. Poor DDD, dude.
Except DDD who gets to be slow, Gooey who gets to be fast in the air, and Water who gets to be fast on the ground. But aside from that, all stats in this game are universal, so...
Yeah. I've been going a lot into like universal mechanics and like my personal lab, just seeing how different air speeds are affected. Fun fact, Beetle's float is it stays up for slightly longer than the regular Kirby float, but it falls faster, so it will hit the ground at the same time if you're just holding it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Anyway, back to Bubbly.
But we did see the Meta Knight switch come out here.
Okay.
So...
I think Meta Knight is hellish for Parasol.
Yeah, it's not fun. Zyvon thinks this is like Para's second worst matchup after Beam. Which I can see it. Like, anytime the Parasol wants to press a button, Meta Knight can also press a button. The button will be bigger, it'll probably be safer, and it might combo into an infinite.
Yeah, so also Meta Knight flies around like a Dragon Ball Z character. Parasol no, this is definitely one thing I'd like to make the distinction of between
that's the infinite, and she's in double jump mode. Okay, actually manages to get out.
Yeah. One thing I'd like to make as a distinction between Colgate's MK and BIM's MK that I'm immediately noticing is Colgate is flying around the platforms, but BIM is staying a lot more ground-based. Wow. Yep, no, that's game, yeah.
Yeah, no, BIM's Meta Knight does not go as fast as Colgate's, but I feel like his grounded footsies game is a little bit stronger, in my opinion. I think that's the main difference between their MKs. For sure.
And I think BIM's MK is working really well here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we just saw everything that we both talked about in that matchup come into play. Because BIM definitely flew around for a little bit. Zyvon couldn't do a bunch about it. Definitely started mashing on the ground. She still couldn't do anything about it, and then got carried into the corner with Infinite. So
yeah, great stuff to BIM so far.
Yeah, they're doing really well.
Yeah.
But they actually go back to the fighter here. I think this is to avoid a potential bomb counter pick, so I actually like this a lot.
For sure. Getting ahead in the counter pick. So even if they lose, Zyvon has to pick first, and they have to face BIM's MK. So it's put Zyvon in a really precarious position.
Yeah, Zyvon's definitely here in a situation with a capital S, which definitely want to try to avoid those if possible. But we're going to go to butter building here. Interesting pick, because Parasol doesn't have the best options to cover that platform, I feel like. And Rising Break will actually land on an auto cancel, so that gives the fighter a little bit more mobility here as well.
One of the many characters who can get up to the platform without having to float. You know who can't get up to the platform? Parasol. Not have a up move.
They do not. The closest thing they have to an up move is holding float out.
Yep. Which some Japanese Parasol players have been able to leverage as an anti-air.
Really good SDI there on the Rising Break to actually get out behind BIM.
Yeah, for sure. BIM doing a lot. BIM like not getting above Zyvon, which I think would be a lot more effective here.
Yeah, for sure. They're trying to zone her out like horizontally, and I feel like that's the space where Parasol actually has options to contest you, right? Because they can come in with something like, you know, a falling dash attack, which we've seen her do a couple of times, a dive kick, which you can't react to with a Shoryuken, so forth and so on.
And the dive kick command grab, which Zyvon used to win that game, is a great example of the amazing pressure that Parasol gets when you just try to contest them horizontally.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing about so that's actually something that's important about dive kick command grab. So if you have a command grab of your own, you can actually grab Parasol first if they go for that. It's very difficult, but you can do it. And Fighter is one of those characters. So, oh, we're seeing Bomb come out. All right.
All right, this is going to be very interesting. I'm very excited. Oh, this matchup sucks.
That's really strange that you would do this. I feel like she should only do this if MK comes out after BIM wins a game.
Yeah, no, BIM has extensive experience with this matchup because we played it a lot. It is Smash Punch wins because it's Bomb just can't do anything. But we'll see. BIM might throw this and lose, but it's very unlikely.
Like, do you actually just throw fireballs and then win?
Yeah. Unless you do what BIM's doing. Oh yeah, no, see, yeah, yep. I feel so vindicated right now.
Oh wait, they found quarter circle forward. All right.
Yeah, they figured out how to do quarter circle forward. Yep. No, this matchup's free. All right. Zyvon the best Bomb, making the matchup look minus 1.5, but
this man said minus 1.5.
I can't say any better. Because oh my god, yeah, no.
Wow, BIM has stood in place for a minute. They have not moved.
Yep. Yep. No, this yep. This is the matchup.
Oh. That's not good. Okay.
Yeah, this is why
don't do that again.
Because wow. That was certainly a matchup.
I've seen easy matchups you know, against Bomb. I play one of them, but I have to like move to do it. BIM stood in one place.
Yeah, this is Fighter is in my opinion Bomb's second worst matchup behind Beam.
I can see that. Worse than Yo-Yo, you think?
I think, yeah, definitely worse than Yo-Yo because sometimes I can get the drop on Nuggets and get some damage in. But,
yeah, so she's going to go immediately back to the Parasol here, deciding that was a bad decision. Still back to Factory Tour, good stage for Parasol, but she does have to win 3 in a row now to not lose this set.
Yeah, and BIM only has to win 1 in a matchup that had pretty good for Fighter.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Low-key, I'm surprised we didn't see something like a mag pick come out here.
Yeah, the Desperation Magalore is something we've commonly seen. But I think that Zyvon is trusting in her regular characters for this set.
Which makes sense.
Wow, amazing Hadouken is an anti-air.
Yeah. Sure.
Leveraging the fact that that projectile is actually huge.
Yeah, actually huge. Hits surprisingly far off the ground. It can actually hit short hops in some situations, like on the way down. Yeah. It covers a large amount of space if you're trying to catch a landing with it as well.
Great. Yeah, that Shoryuken was questionable.
Yeah, like I feel like if you, it doesn't matter though, because I feel like if you rising break into a shield in this matchup, like what's Parasol going to do about it?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh.
Like a lot of characters can punish that with a DP, but like Parasol can't get up there in time before you can like double jump or dive kick back to the ground or something like that, and that's going to actually be the set. Wow.